Hello and welcome aboard the Good Ship Duval. Coming up on this episode of Sorry I Rocked the Boat.
Am I wrong to try to be the peacemaker here? Is Rebecca right in saying she's had enough? She doesn't want to do this anymore? We're all doing Yankee swap at Christmas. The goal is to have the best gift
for number one
that is there, so that every person wants your gift.
Guess they don't like me.
And I'm not going to say anything about that because I honestly don't know. No one's ever talked to me about it. She says yes, I say no. She says stop, I say go. Our love is the best, so that keeps us afloat. That water looks cold, baby. Don't rock the boat.
All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sorry I Rocked the Boat, the only podcast where two people can get into the same boat and still manage to crash into each other on a regular basis. I am Jason, your captain.
And I am Rebecca, your first mate.
And today we're going to be talking about the holidays. You just saying the word gets kind of difficult sometimes. You know, the holidays aren't necessarily tomorrow, but they're
coming.
Heading, yeah, they're coming.
They're coming.
And as a blended family, you know, with exes and kids on each side.
Yep.
And when we started out, our kids were very young. Those days themselves were pretty damn trying.
Yeah.
Extended family on both sides and sharing all that. But I guess I want to put right up front, I want to put a little disclaimer out there. Okay. And I want to say that if you are a member of my family, and you get offended by what we're about to talk to, then that's your fault. And I'm sorry if you guys get offended by any of this stuff that we're talking about, but you know, we're going to be talking about how I feel about certain things and how Rebecca feels. And anybody out there knows that you can't always help how you feel, especially when the things that have happened are factual and have happened. So with that, my outrageously long disclaimer, did you have anything you wanted to say?
No, I think you covered it.
You don't want to apologize ahead of time?
I'm just going to go with this.
Look, you know what? We're old enough now. Life is what it is. My family knows I love them, and there is no more loyal a person than them. But moving into that,
Let's go.
I want to know where you're at with the holidays. What is your feeling on the holidays in general?
Well, as far as the holidays go, we pretty much do Easter, 4th of July, Thanksgiving. Those are our holidays that we physically do, and Christmas. The only holiday that we do
We always have a cookout like Memorial Day and Labor Day.
Yeah, but the one thing that we do with your family is that we go on Christmas Eve.
That is pretty much the only holiday, yes, that we
Yes.
have left with my family.
And I'm this way with it.
So let me ask you this.
There's a reason for it, though.
And I need
There's a reason.
I need you to be extremely honest with it. Given the opportunity to skip it, would you?
I would skip it.
Okay.
100%.
Then you'd send me on my own.
I would, because I wouldn't make you not go. But being your wife, I'm going to go with you. There's a reason why I say that. I just feel like, I feel like I was really, truly never accepted. And they just kind of like that one day of the year. We literally almost only see your family. Well, we see your dad and mom more.
Yeah, I try
But
to see
your
my mom and dad on a
sisters,
regular basis.
We literally only see them on Christmas Eve. We have not seen them since Christmas Eve.
You know what? You're actually right. If not for my dad being sick and my sister and I needing to swap and everything else, I actually don't know that I would see or talk to my sister at all. And that it used to be different.
Which is weird because I see my family all the time.
So, and it used to be different. When you and I first met, there was a relationship there. I used to go snowmobiling with my
Yes.
brother-in-law. We had like cookie swap with my sister. I used to go over for poker and stuff like that. And so I do understand what you mean by that, in that, you know, all of a sudden Rebecca comes into my life and all that stuff just stopped.
It just went away.
Like completely. We used to visit with my other sister
I guess they
down
don't
in
like me.
And I'm not going to say anything about that because I honestly don't know. No one's ever talked to me about it. So I don't know what's not to like. I mean, you've always been friendly. So
Yeah.
so my take on this has always been, and you know, again, you guys will get your opportunity to kind of weigh in on this at the end of the show and through the website. But my take has always been that we need to make peace with this. And I thank you for doing that for so long. I know how difficult. I mean, you and I have actually gotten fights about me defending my family, you know, where I can see what you're talking about, and I do feel like they like sometimes it's almost like they want you to feel. I mean, I used to feel like my family would make her feel uncomfortable through the kids.
Oh, when we first got together, the first Christmas I went to your family, we took both my well, I have 3 kids, but my older son did not go. But I took my younger son, Nathan, who was 8 at the time, and my daughter, Megan. And everyone knew that they were coming. Megan got nothing from your family. And Nathan got something from your mom and dad.
Right.
Something small. And the one thing, it was like, okay, it's fine. But the problem is that they were all the other kids. So all the kids are getting multiple gifts.
There was 5 other kids.
And they're all getting all these gifts to open. And, you know, I got my son, Nathan, and my daughter just sitting there like, okay. So the following year.
And Nate was 8.
The following year, and again, they're kids. I was like, okay, it's fine. But they're kids. So
Right.
they didn't understand it. And then, so the following year, Megan did not go. She opted not, asked if she could not go, so she didn't go. But Nathan did go, and it was even worse.
It was worse.
It was
so
worse.
Can I?
Yes,
so,
it was worse.
And this is a fact. This actually happened. Nathan got gifts he got like little gifts from Lori and Heather. I mean, but my mom actually got him gifts that were like for a 4-year-old.
It was bad.
They were like toddler gifts. And I mean, the other stuff that he got was, and again, I'm not ungrateful. I mean, there was a year that when Rebecca and I first got together and I was going through all sorts of stuff. I mean, I bought my kids almost nothing for Christmas that year, but this was not, that was out of destitution because I had hit rock bottom. This was just because they just didn't do it. And
yes.
We felt so bad for Nate. We never made him go back.
He did not go back, and then we started buying gifts for Nathan and putting your family's names on it.
Right, and he figured that out because the gifts that we got were too good. A few years later,
he figured it out and actually said, "Mom, you know, you don't have to buy me gifts anymore." I know that you and Jason are buying them for me, but I did that because I also didn't want him to have hard feelings towards your family.
Exactly. We wanted him to like my family because we were trying to integrate the 2 families together against all odds, and it never happened.
And that's the part, I think that's the biggest reason why I say I could skip Christmas Eve, is because I think I do hold a little bit of resentment towards that, because I'm just gonna stop you there. Yes.
You don't think, you know, I know.
Okay.
And it's deservedly so.
Well, okay, so I hold resentment towards your family because they never accepted me and my kids. And the reason why I say that is because you don't know my kids. The only ones that have seen my kids is your mom and dad at Thanksgiving time when they've come here for Thanksgiving.
Right.
They do not know my kids. They do not know our grandkids. Your family missed out on an opportunity that the holidays could have been so much more fun, especially with the grandkids.
Right.
That we are family, and they don't know any of my kids.
And you think that's because they don't like you? Do you think it was?
I don't know what it is, but
so I
don't know.
I actually want to preface this with another little piece. How long did it take for my family to release my ex-wife? And that was infuriating in and of itself.
That was terrible. Your one sister held on to her for a
long time.
I mean, your one sister was going to have a baby shower.
Oh my God! And they invited her.
They invited your ex-wife to go to your sister's baby shower. And at this point, you and I have been together for a long time.
I flipped.
I was like, I'm not going.
they
Because your ex-wife,
they-
I can't be around his ex-wife.
They uninvited her. Oh, my ex-wife was brutal. We actually had an Easter that we had gone to. And, as my kids were young, Quinn was 4, Sydney was 6, Emily was 8 when I went through my divorce. And she actually burst into Easter
yes.
brunch and starts going at Rebecca, saying, "You stole my family. This is my family. You don't belong here." I mean, it's such this big, huge scene in the middle of Easter. I mean, it was insane.
It was weird.
And nobody stopped it. Nobody said anything.
This is what I mean. I think this is why I have the feelings I have. Because I have tried so hard to be a part of your family on that side. And I don't know. And I think now that I feel the way I feel because of what they did with my kids, that, maybe it's Mama Bear, but I don't know. But to me, it's their loss, and they lost that opportunity. So
I think my parents try now. I mean, like when
They try.
when they
They
come
try
over
now.
for Thanksgiving, my dad really does try.
Your
He
dad.
talks to Ryan and tries to relate to him, and
I think you're 100% right on your dad, completely. Your mom now is trying. I just wish it didn't take so long. And again, I'm thankful that she's trying.
but it's a little late.
It's
I mean, how do you make up for like all the Easters? How many? So my mom used to come over for Easter, and she'd bring over beaners, and she would bring over gift baskets. With
What'd you say
the
first?
Easter basket, beaners, her dog.
Oh, the dog. I was like, what?
My kids, my kids were always so excited she'd come over because they get to see beaners. But anyway, she would bring over these Easter baskets, and she would bring over one for Quinn, one for Sydney, one for Emily,
Nothing for Nathan.
and nothing for Nate. And they knew that he was there. I mean, are we wrong? I mean, tell us this. Are we wrong for thinking this way?
Well, let me.
And again, and this is one of the things. So I trying to stand up for my family. I used to stand up for my family. And where did that always end up?
Not good.
No, it would be these huge fights. And I mean, there's one thing about a woman scorned. There's a whole other realm in a Becca scorned, because I'm going to tell you what, this girl don't mess around. And it's just a fact.
Well, here's the deal. So there's another reason. My family, I have 2 sisters, and my mom, I lost my dad. My dad passed away. And they all know your kids. They know your kids. They talk to them. They send them gifts on Christmas. They tell them happy birthday. They even sent Emily a wedding gift. I mean,
These are facts.
they know your kids. They know if they do. So that tells you a lot. My sister Renee's kids know your kids. Jackie does Christmas Eve. We all go to her house. Your kids come. The ones that live here.
I have to say, it's a little bit different hearing it this way when we're not yelling at each other about it.
But so there's the difference. And again, it's because maybe it's my family. I mean, we've always done stuff like this, but I don't know. I don't know why I just wasn't accepted.
Well, and we used to get together when John was still alive. We'd go to John and Renee's.
Yep.
And the kids would go and they would get gifts. And it was always there was never any tension there.
No.
So
Yeah. So that's why I feel the way I feel.
So let's talk about splitting time between the families.
Yeah.
And it used to be splitting time with the exes and their extended families, and now it's kind of gone into it used to be that one year I would have my kids early. The next year I would have them later. So that way they could have, mornings with us. Sometimes they would get to wake up to Santa Claus. And then other days, the following year they'd come in the afternoon. So we would do dinner and everything else. I always preferred the afternoon. I always thought the afternoon was better. Although, something as a child, you love waking up in the morning and running downstairs and seeing all the gifts under the tree and everything else. So, but now we do it and we do it in the afternoon.
Yes.
Every single day.
Always in the afternoon.
But we still set it up. So the whole day is set up as a whole day.
Yes.
But we still set it up as if they were waking up in the morning.
Absolutely.
They're going to go and we make a breakfast casserole. So everyone usually shows up like around what, 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
And we have a breakfast casserole that we do. All that Rebecca does. It is phenomenal.
Cinnamon
Buns, which we always end up getting way too
much.
many. Mimosas and
Bloody Marys.
and espresso martinis.
Yes.
So I mean, we when everyone arrives, we try to get that feeling of Christmas morning.
Christmas music's playing.
And then around 3 o'clock, we start opening gifts.
Around 3.
Is there some contention there?
Yeah, it's between like 2 and 3.
Okay, well, it's as soon as possible. And the reason why is because the gift Nazi over here, she will not allow anybody to give out any gifts. As a matter of fact, she loses her mind when somebody else gives out gifts without her knowing
I don't
about it.
lose my
Oh,
mind.
you absolutely do. What happens when? So let's say you come and you give me a gift,
Yeah.
and so-and-so starts opening a gift that they found for themselves. What happens?
I tell them to stop because I want to see what you're opening.
And you want everybody to focus on the one person.
No, but yeah, because you want to
Is
see
that
what
really
everyone gets.
necessary?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Because you want to see what everyone gets. It's like because everyone gets like the big gift, and then there's like maybe there's part 1 to the gift, there's part 2 and 3. So yeah, you want to see it all.
So are we trying to show off what we're buying for everyone? Because not usually, I mean, everyone else gets little things for each other, but 95% of all the stuff that's bought at Christmas time is provided by us.
Well, no, I want to watch everyone open it. I want to see if I got like 4 people opening gifts all at once, I can't like watch everyone open them.
So then what happens at 5 o'clock when we're still not done opening gifts?
We're done. Always done.
But what would happen if we weren't?
But we are. So
But
there's not a.
You're missing
I'm
the
not
point here.
worried about
Well,
it.
okay, so what happens at 4 o'clock then when we're not done? Because this has happened.
We're done by 5. I'm fine about.
Lose your freaking
I do
mind.
not lose my freaking mind.
You do.
So,
and
move
then
on.
you sit there, see, this is what you do.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah. So anyway, this is really what happens is that she gets all upset because everything isn't moving right away, but she's the one that held up the dam in the first place. So that's my only point there.
If you ask all the kids, they like how I do Christmas. They know that I was the one who went and got all those gifts.
You?
Not saying I
You?
bought them. I'm saying, not saying I'm the only one paid for them, but I'm the one who goes to buys the gifts, and I'm the one who basically wraps every single gift. You know that.
Okay.
You know that.
Well, you do. I do know that. So you won't let me go and wrap them because you're like, you don't want me to see my own gifts, so you don't let me do anything in that. So that's not, look, we did the chore one a while ago, so y'all can go back on that. But that's just one of those things that she gets upset that I don't do
All
anything.
I know is the
even
kids-
though she won't let me do
The
it.
kids know. They know. The kids know.
Okay. But what about dinner?
Well, last year.
I like where dinner's going now.
Last year was awesome.
I hated when dinner used
Last
to
year we catered Christmas dinner in, and it was awesome.
be. And what did we used to do?
Well, we used to do either prime rib or beef tenderloins, and I would do 2 big ones, scalloped potatoes, mushrooms, and some type of vegetable. Normally, like green beans, I would do.
And how much did Christmas dinner usually cost?
A lot, but
Yeah.
last year's catering was expensive too.
Well, but last year's catering didn't require all the work. So which
It
one
was
which one
perfect.
was more worthwhile?
I'm
So last
doing
year we ordered Chinese food,
And I'm doing it again.
and it was phenomenal. And we will do that from now on.
It was awesome.
It was.
And the place that we go, because they're open on Christmas Day, she loves me.
She does.
We just went there, and she's like, "You gonna do it again?"
She grabs her as we walked in the door. Rebecca says, "Can we sit at the bar?" She literally grabs Rebecca's arm and walks her over to the bar and sits her down and starts asking us if we're going to put an order in for Christmas.
And I'm like, "Yes, we are. Yes, we are."
That was funny.
That food was good too.
It was.
Chen Yang Li,
So,
Bedford.
and here's the thing about that. So I don't know how y'all do your Christmas dinner and everything else, but you save the prep, you save the cook, because you don't have to clean up after the prep. You don't have to clean up after the meal, and then you don't have to clean up after dinner is served. So I mean, you spend half the day cleaning up all this stuff. We just ordered it out. I went and picked it up. It came in like 4 or 5 bags, big bags, and we fed 17 people.
We had so much food. We had so much food left.
Oh yeah, we gave a lot of it away.
We did, and I did. Normally, I will not do at Christmas. You know, the nice dishes come out, the nice silverware, wine glasses. I did every single thing, paper plates for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, I will not do that at Thanksgiving, but at Christmas, I loved it, and it was like everything just went in the garbage.
Well, Thanksgiving's not anything we will never change Thanksgiving.
No.
It used to be that when we started doing Thanksgiving, because I am a Thanksgiving guy. Thanksgiving is my day. I love the food. I love the football. I love the friends and family coming over. That's a lot of F's. I guess I do give an F. That's a lot of stuff all rolled up into one day. So, and for me, it's the first true day of the year that I really get to relax. You know, I wish they'd bring a decent Thanksgiving Day parade back. We actually used to. I enjoyed that right up and till it went sour. Now it's just too commercialized. But anyway, so we used to go out. We would get one big turkey,
Yes.
like 23, 25 pound turkey, and the problem with that is at the end of the day, people want to take home leftovers.
Yes.
And we ended up looking, we'd have like maybe
No
scraps to put together one sandwich and cut it in half and share it between the two of us. So
Yeah.
what was your solution to that?
So now we do 2 turkeys, and we smoke one of them we have a green egg, so we smoke it on our green egg, and that is our turkey. That's the best turkey.
Oh man, it is
It is
phenomenal.
so good. It is so good.
And all these people, and I know a lot of you out there saying, "Oh, you ought to fry a turkey." Frying's just not my thing.
Well, we do big turkeys because we still, even on the green egg, we do another 23-pound turkey.
yeah, last year we had a 26 and a 23 pound.
Yeah. So we do a 20, they're always over 20 pounds, and we brine both our turkeys for 24 hours. We do the Williams Sonoma rosemary garlic brine, and it is so good. We brine it for 24 hours. So we have 2 turkeys, and then,
Phenomenal too.
and when I make the sides, I make a lot of sides.
Yep.
A good
I
amount
get my
of
mashed
sides.
potatoes. We do some corn. We do our green bean casserole, the rolls, and the decorations. Forget it. Now, I missed the fall decorations, but back in what was that, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
I was going to be having back surgery right before Christmas, and she decided she wanted to decorate for Christmas.
Well, I
she
had to
wanted
pull
everyone-
everything out. I needed you to help me because I knew you were going to be not able to do anything. So we ended up,
decorating for Christmas
yes,
before Thanksgiving.
yes.
I still don't understand why you had to decorate before Thanksgiving when you still had a couple of weeks left after that. But she did it, and it was a hit. So now she does that every year,
Every year.
and it's a winter wonderland. It actually is. It's very much. We live a Norman Rockwell painting when it comes to
Thank you.
Thanksgiving. So I will say you do all of the prep. I do most of the cooking. It's actually very well organized.
You don't do most of the cooking. You cook, you take care of the turkeys, and you do the mashed potatoes.
Okay, and
We both do the meat stuffing. I do the bread stuffing.
yeah, but I do the meat stuffing.
I just said we both do it.
Nobody eats your bread stuffing.
Everyone eats my bread
That's a
stuffing.
debate unto itself. Tell me, let me know. Do you prefer meat stuffing? If you do, you're probably
Well,
French.
they could say they might not know what it is.
or do you do bread stuffing?
Well, we do both, and everyone eats both.
The first time we ever got together, and you had the bread that she
I
saw the meat stuffing. She actually said it looked like what?
It just looked gross.
She said it looked like dog food. She's like, "How can you eat that?" And then the second year we got together, I don't even think you tried it the first year. The second year,
I had to make it for myself. I had to make it, so I made it the
well,
one
the second
time.
year Ryan tried it, and Ryan fell in love with it, and that's when you were like, "Oh." And
Well,
so you tried
I
it.
made it. No, we made it, and
Yes, we made it ourselves.
we made it ourselves, and then I tried it once we made it because I could see what was going in it, and I could see okay, I understood what it was. So once we made it, I was like, okay. So now I do like it.
So obviously, my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
What would you say yours is? Would you say Christmas?
Christmas is my favorite.
Okay. What about the 4th of July?
4th of July is fun, which we're planning right now because we always do a really good 4th of July party.
Now, 4th of July is a weird holiday. I don't think we've ever had issue with 4th of July.
We don't have issues.
I don't think I have never had to share the kids or anything else. They've just kind of been with
Normally
me.
everyone comes here. One year we did king crab legs, which was a seafood boil, which was awesome. Again, my family comes to these things. Your family doesn't come to these things. Your mom and dad came one time to a 4th of July.
Well, it's kind of funny because Lori and Rick used to actually Heather and Kevin used to come to Thanksgiving too.
They used to come to Thanksgiving. And on Thanksgiving, Lori and Rick used to come for
dessert.
Dessert.
Yep.
And all of that just went away.
What it was like, I think like 1 or 2 years they did that.
Yeah.
And then they stopped. Now, I know sometimes they travel to Maine to see Rick's brother.
Which is, that's okay.
So in those years. But I don't know if they go every year. But I mean, again, it's actually kind of sad. I don't know because I don't have the relationship with them.
My family comes and we have fun.
Yeah. And I mean,
We have a great time. We drink.
I don't know.
We play games.
What the hell is wrong with you Duvals? Huh? I mean, are we all that big attitudes or what?
I'm not.
I remember one Christmas, I had one of my sisters there's always something that's going to twist your holiday around.
And I also think that some of the stuff that's gone, like what we've talked about today, has been because of almost competition. It's not a competition.
It's not, and
If you're
you're
doing
right.
good, if you're like, if you are buying a new house or a new car, or you got a business and it's taking off,
be happy for that person.
I am awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, that is awesome news. But I don't know. I don't know.
See, and
why
you picked up on this before I did because I never even really realized it until all of a sudden you pointed out one year, you're like, oh, well, so and so is like really going on about their kids and all this things that they've done is like, I didn't really notice. And I think it's probably because I've gotten used to it. I don't think about it anymore. So the as far as the family politic goes, my kids' achievements speak for themselves. I don't need to be out there banging on the bongos trying to announce to the world all the great things that my kids have done. So I let them speak on their own, and I let them show their own, shine their own light.
And they have.
And they really
100%.
have. This is something that happens on your side of the family a little bit, in that when an achievement is made, a lot of the times the negative in it is pointed out
Yes.
before the positive.
Yes.
So, I mean, if I could say, look, I love your family. Your
Yes.
mom is my mom. I call her mom.
Yeah.
I love her to death. She is the sweetest. She's the sweetest little thing. She's like that from North Carolina, and she's just got the cutest little voice. And, she tells stories like a bank robber
She tells stories.
and a fisherman. But,
She's a storyteller.
but she means well, and bless her
does.
heart.
She
You know what I
does.
mean? So, but as far as I think your sisters now, maybe it's because it's the 3 sisters thing.
Yes.
That they are competitive.
Oh, we are. And don't get me wrong. So I don't want to sit here and like try to paint like my family's perfect because we're not perfect. my sisters and I, we get in fights, and we get in fights. I mean,
Yeah, we don't go there.
but I mean, but we confront it with each other. We don't let it.
Well, you have no choices because yours and Selena's husbands. We've just had enough of this shit. We have been through times where these guys have gone years without speaking to each other on it because y'all dig in like a tick, and there's just no need for that. So luckily, it was a holiday that kind of brought things back together where Rebecca decided that she had had enough.
Well, that was with my older sister.
Yeah.
So my older sister and I had a disagreement, and like I said, we are not perfect. We had a disagreement.
You got over it.
We had a
And
falling
everything's
out,
great
and
now?
we did go a time without speaking, and that is time that we can never get back. And that's the point that I was that makes me sad with your family, is that one of the things that my sisters and I have decided is no matter what, we'll never let that happen again. And we still have disagreements. We are doing a business together.
But that's what I'm talking about with the competitiveness, where the three of you will have an idea, and all of a sudden it becomes about who knows more about it.
Yes, and then
Not what's best for your company,
right.
but
So we butt heads and stuff, but then we still work it. We talk it out. We figure it out, and we move on. And because we decided that we will never let a stupid argument come between the family again, because we are a family. And don't get me wrong, there's things that my sister does to, and I'm like, and I do the same thing to them. So I'm not perfect. I drive them nuts too. My younger sister, she works for me. She's my HR person we own multiple companies. So she's my HR person.
I think it's kind of funny because I have had conversations with my sisters in the past, and they just kind of throw it back on me like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You've had I've heard the conversations, and nothing has ever changed. Every Christmas for the last, I'll go back 3 years. Your one sister who lives down with the boat has said, "Oh, we'll get together." We used to go out on their boat with them.
Oh, we used to do it all the time.
Oh, we'll see you guys this summer, and we have still.
Well, see, I always thought, and this is one of the differences that you and I have. I always thought it was because, when they had their daughters and everything else, that kind of changes things. Now, granted, when you and I used to go down and see them, we still had kids and whatnot. So, there was time made there. But you don't think that. You think that politics had something to do with it.
100%. Everything changed with your one sister with the politics. The reason why I say that too is because she completely unfollowed my kids. She was following my kids.
Yeah, so we used to go down there all the time.
Yes.
We used to go on their boat. We used to go visit her down when she lived in Marlborough. No, it wasn't Marlborough. Where was she living?
So close to Boston.
Stoneham. She lived in Stoneham.
We used to go out to dinner with her
Yeah.
in Boston and have drinks.
Yeah, I never thought. I see. Again,
I'm sorry, politics did this.
maybe I'm just because of my loyalty. I'm still standing up for it, but you refuse to believe that it has anything to do other than politics. I'm thinking it has more to do with the kids. So, maybe if she watches this, although I have to be honest with you, I'm thinking that my sisters aren't going to want to watch it because they're going to have as little to do with me as possible. So that's probably the way it goes, but it is what it is. I would still die for you. I still love you. And
I care for your family. I just wish that we could have been accepted. So it's hard.
I have never been accepted. I think so. Growing up as a child, when Chernobyl had its meltdown, my parents came and knocked on my door and asked me where I was on the day that happened. So
our dog is like wanting some attention.
Yeah, he must have heard the phone ring. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
But anyway, I think that, where do we go from here?
I don't know, because I mean, this is one of those where I have to wonder if there is a compromise that can be reached, because you and I, We've been together for 18 years.
Yes.
We have been trying to compromise on this, and I don't see it. I mean, am I wrong to try to be the peacemaker here? Is Rebecca right in saying she's had enough? She doesn't want to do this anymore. Do I need to acquiesce to her?
But I'm not going to do that. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm not going to not go to your families on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
You
Well,
asked
so
me,
that in and of itself is a compromise.
You asked me if I would want to not go. The answer is yes, but I'm not going to do that because the one thing is I don't want to cause problems, and I don't want your family to not like me even more.
Right.
So I would not do that, and I'm not going to do that to you because I don't think it's fair. So
when we go for Christmas, we go just to see them.
Yes.
Because it is the one time of the year. I mean, they exchange gifts, but they do this weird Yankee swap thing
it's
that
weird.
they do.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
It is like totally bizarre. We don't partake in it anymore because what everyone gets on this Yankee swap is like gag gifts for each other.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Look, I'm just going to tell everyone out there, when you do it, and you guys can push back on this if you want. When you do a Yankee swap, Rebecca and I buy our own gifts. We do it ourselves. But we actually compete with each other because we want to see whose gift gets picked up by number one in the Yankee swap.
Yes.
And that's what we do. We try to get the best gift that we can possibly get for that Yankee swap. In the last 2 years prior to this last year because we didn't do it this past year, we opted out. And we were glad we did because it only got worse this year.
Yes.
And,
a lot worse.
It's just one of those things. I mean, one year I got like a bag of chips,
Yeah.
and they were supposed to be cool because they were from like China or Japan or something like that.
And remember, we did the Yankee swap at my niece's house, Jackie's.
Oh man!
And everyone
was fighting
was
over
fighting
it. They were just like
over all the gifts.
Nobody
all the gifts were so good. We're like, oh, I want that one. And no one, the person who had number one had a hard time choosing which gift to take.
And I actually think they ended up keeping what they got.
What the gift they got.
Because that's how
it was
good it is.
So good.
That is what a Yankee swap is supposed to be. So, we're gonna be closing it out here because we actually ran long. And this was we probably could have taken this on for like another hour if we started getting into all the other stuff, New Year's and all that. Actually, I don't remember half of the New Year's. But, I just wanted to leave it on this. Y'all do a Yankee swap at Christmas. The goal is to have the best gift
for number one
that is there so that every person wants your gift.
Yes.
That is the thing to feel good about it. And we always spend a little bit more. Like I think it's like $25 or $50. I think like Jackie's was $50. I think the one at my at Lori and Rick's is.
They upped it to $30 this last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so bad in some years. I could have bought a roll of toilet paper, and I would have been number one. So we don't do it anymore. We don't draw the names.
We don't.
And it's not because we want to be, but it's just because it's almost insulting. And I don't want to end up with another bag of chips.
We might not like some of the comments we're going to get back on this. People might think we're yeah,
but if you're going to do, to avoid a little bit of the hate, if you're going to do a Yankee swap and it's going to be gag gifts, then tell everyone it's going to be gag gifts.
Is gag. That's what I would say. If you want it to be like gag gifts,
hey, everybody buy something that's going to be funny and maybe piss a couple people off. That's, believe me, I would win that one too. Okay, so I don't have any problem with any of this, but I just have to say, when it comes to the Yankee swap, don't be the douche.
So where do we go from here?
So I don't really think that there's a compromise to be had. I still hold the position that I look, my folks are getting old. I'm trying to cherish every moment that I can
and you need to.
Everything. So that's what's there. It's just like your mom. We've been spending a lot more time trying to get down to Tennessee.
Yep.
To spend time with your mom, knowing that she's getting up there in age, and God forbid it goes, where she forgets who we are or something like that. I mean, she's nowhere near that. Don't get me wrong, but these are the things that you think about, and anyone out there with aging parents knows this. But I think the status quo is where we're at. I still want to know what you guys think and who you think, which side you fall on. and who you think won this debate. As far as, I mean, it's not really a debate. We're
not a
trying to
debate.
change each other's minds, but it's
Yeah.
definitely two ways of coming at it. I mean, is Rebecca not being strong enough and standing up for the way with you? Do you agree with the way with it, or do you agree with me that just be quiet and make the peace? Although making the peace is out the door now. Whatever. So, but that's part of running the podcast and being what it is. So,
Yep.
so to all our shipmates out there, go to sirtb.com or sorryirocktheboat.com. We did the SIRTB for obvious reasons because I didn't want my email to be this long. And share with us your thoughts. Vote in the jury poll, if you will, and let us know who was right, the captain or the first mate. And as always, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And more important than anything, please share the podcast. By sharing it with other people and giving it your stamp of approval, it really entices them to look at, especially if it's somebody who likes you. If it's somebody who doesn't like you, then you might want to avoid them anyway. But just the same, I want to thank you all for joining us. We are humbled at the fact that you would take the time to watch our show. And, the last thing is, and kind of a little addition to this, let us know what your thoughts on are some of the things that you think we should be debating and talking about. And
that'd be good.
Yeah, I want to know if you guys have some ideas and things that you guys think we should be talking about. And of course, if there's any therapists out there, you want to send us your information, maybe we could use you. Yes. So until next time, everybody, thank you again for joining us. And let's not rock the boat.
See ya.
Sometimes it's just not worth it. Have a good one.
Bye.